It's your boy Dreamer Adonis here with another tutoring video, guys. You have the title, you saw the thumbnail. So now, guys, we're gonna deal with something that's a bit tricky, but don't worry, Dreamer got you. I got you. Yes, you, I got you. Anyways, now with trig reduction, we're gonna deal with angles that are not the cos diagram. We're gonna deal with these angles, and I'm gonna show you guys how to deal with them. Let's deal with the first one now, which is gonna be cos 540 minus theta. So guys, it's obvious that 540 degrees is nowhere to be found on the cos diagram. But don't worry guys, I got you. But think about it like this. Let's say this right here, 540 degrees was here on the cos diagram, the third quadrant. If we added 360, let me even mark it right here. Let's mark it there. If we were to add 360 to that, it would come back. It would make a full revolution coming back there, making it 90 degrees.
Huh?
Then you got that. So in situations like these, if an angle is this big, you just subtract it by 360 to get 180. That makes sense. Let me repeat that. So in most cases like these, when an angle is this big, you subtract it by 360 just to reduce it, to make the reduction technique work in your favor, make things easier for yourself. But now let's do this question. Let's see what happens when we subtract 360 degrees. So now we're first gonna say minus 360. So 540 minus 360 is gonna be cos 180 minus theta. And which quadrant is this gonna be? The third quadrant. And which quadrant is this gonna be? The third quadrant.
Oh, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And is cos positive or negative in the third quadrant? It is obviously negative. Negative cos theta, right? Let's do some more examples. Let's cook. Let us cook. Let's cook. Let's cook. Let's cook. Let's cook. Now we've got this. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's sine theta minus 180. But wait, hey, don't get it confused. This is not the same as 180 minus theta. Let me show you guys why it can't be the same. Let's say we have 7 minus 5, which is equal to 2. But now when you swap it around and say 5 minus 7, that's going to be negative 2. Guys, 7 minus 5 and 5 minus 7, they're not the same. Same applies for this. Theta minus 180 is not the same as 180 minus theta. But what do we do? What do we do in this situation? Okay, let me just run back what I said. Let me just repeat what I said. I didn't explain it properly, but let me just say it in a proper manner. Whenever you get an angle like this one in the previous example we did, when you get an angle that big, you subtract by 360. But now, when the angle is negative, you add 360. Let me repeat that. When an angle is this big, whether it's 540 or 720 degrees, you subtract 360. Then, when it's a negative angle, you add 180 to make life easier for you. Okay, I'm yapping now, but let's see what happens when I add 180. When we get an answer that will work in our favor, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So, let's add 180. Now we added 180. No, not 180, guys. Hey, I meant 360. When you add 360, that right there is going to be theta plus 180, right? That's going to be theta plus 180. But now, you're probably thinking, wait, it's not 180 plus theta. Don't worry, guys. When it's a plus, the order does not matter. It really does not matter. Let me give you an example. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Now let's rearrange it and see what happens. 3 plus 2 is also equal to 5. So the order does not matter when it's a plus. It only matters when it's a minus, like what happened up here. Let me repeat that. Doesn't matter if it's a plus. It only matters if it's a minus. Be careful whenever you get a minus. Now, going back to this, let's rearrange it and make it sine 180 plus theta. Is sine negative or positive in the third quadrant? Look at your cos diagram and tell me. It is gonna be negative. Negative, bro. Okay, let's do another example. Now, guys, pause and tell me and comment it down below and do this before we carry on. Just need to adjust this real quick. Pause and do the work on your own and see if you got the answer right. 540 degrees. First things first, subtract 180. Subtract 360, right? What's that going to be? Sine 180 minus theta. Now the next step is sine positive or negative in this quadrant. Comment it down below. What quadrant is 180 minus? Without looking at the cos diagram, let me cover it. Which quadrant is this one in? It's obviously the second quadrant, making it positive. Hear me? Positive. Let's do another one. Now we've got cos negative theta. What did I say previously? Whenever the angle is negative, you add 360. Now let's add 360 there. We've added 360. Now what do we do? Now what we should do, remember what I said with the plus. Whenever it's a plus, it doesn't matter. The arrangement does not matter. So what we can do is just swap it around and make it cos 360 minus theta. Now, is cos positive or negative in this quadrant? This quadrant right here. Comment it down below. Comment it down below. Is it positive or negative in this quadrant? Obviously positive. And there's your answer. Cos theta. Now we got sine negative theta. What did we do previously, guys? We obviously added 360, right? And what did we do next? We rearranged them, making it that. Now, is sine positive or negative in the fourth quadrant? This quadrant right here is negative. Obviously negative. Now I've got this one. This one's a bit interesting. You have negative theta minus 180. Don't worry, guys. Don't overthink it. I actually want you guys to do this. Pause the video and do this. What have you been doing along? When the angle is negative, we're only focusing on this angle right here. Negative 180. Not this. This. Ignore this negative theta. When the angle right there is negative, add 360. We've been doing it for the last two questions. Question 3 we did it. Question 4 we did it. Now let's do it for question 5. We added 360 and got that. Now what do? We just rearrange it and it becomes that. Now, is tan negative or positive on this quadrant? The second quadrant, it's obviously going to be negative tan theta, right? Let's go, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep cooking up for the exams. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going, man. We got 720 degrees. What have I been saying along? What did you do for the first question? Right here. The first example. There was a large angle and you subtracted 360. Now, let's do the same for this question right here. So, 720 minus 660. That's going to be sine 360 minus theta. And now, is sine negative or positive in this quadrant? So obviously going to be negative. So we got negative sine theta, right? Negative sine theta. Things got a whole lot interesting now, huh? What do you do here, guys? On my previous video, don't worry, guys. Don't worry, I got you. On my previous video, we touched on the cofunctions. Keep that in mind. Cofunctions. Touched on the cofunctions, right? But remember, theta minus 90 is not the same as 90 minus theta. I explained that a few questions ago. This minus that is not the same as this minus that. So what do we do now? The first thing we're going to do is take out the negative as a common factor. We're going to first take out the negative as a common factor. And then we're going to rearrange these two, making it 90 minus theta. Or what do we do next? What's the next step? Don't worry, I got you. This negative right here, what you're going to do is take it out there. You're going to take it out there. Now, what is the cofunction of 90 minus theta? I hope you guys memorize this. What is the cofunction of this? That's going to be cos theta. But wait, you forgot about something. This negative right here. Don't forget about this negative. And that's automatically going to make it negative cos theta. Now, let's do one more question. Now we've got cos theta minus 90. I don't know, guys. Can you see that? Let me just bring it closer. Just bring it closer, a little bit closer. All right. Let me bring it. What do you do? What did you do previously? First things first. Take out the negative as a common factor. The next step is to rearrange them and make it 90 minus theta. Now, the next step would be take the negative out, but wait. Hold on. I don't know if you remember previously we had that one question where it was cos and a negative theta. I don't know if you guys remember that question. Now, I remember back in high school, my maths teacher told me that it's always a common rule. But whenever there's a negative angle for cos becomes positive, the negative disappears and cos automatically becomes positive. Let me repeat that. Whenever there's a negative there, cos automatically becomes positive. And the reason being is because in that question, when we added 360, that became 360 minus theta. Remember, when you add 360, when you have cos 360 minus theta, it becomes positive. And that right there is the reason why when you have a negative angle right there, cos automatically becomes positive because it's in the third quadrant. I hope you guys got that. Comment down below and ask questions if you don't understand. I'll answer every single comment. I promise you, I'll answer all of them.
Stop the cap.
Okay, that negative right there automatically disappears. And what's the cofunction of this? Obviously, sine theta. And that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys liked the video. If you found it helpful, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share with someone struggling with maths. I know exams are around the corner. You're stressed out, but don't worry. Dreamer got you. Ask questions in the comments. I'll answer all of them. Don't worry. Peace out.